Now, it's something that's never been done in Africa before. It's very impressive. The University of Cape Town is launching an online high school from start to finish. It'll make it the first university on the continent to extend its expertise into secondary schooling, especially now online. What an incredible achievement. Let's talk about the landmark announcement. It's a huge pleasure. UCT Vice-Chancellor Mamokgethi Phakeng. Vice-Chancellor, good morning to you. Higher grade institution using all your know-how and technology. You're now playing in the secondary school space. Why is that? Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I mean, three reasons. South Africa needs it. Not many learners get access to good teaching. And if truth be told, basic education is very important. It is a key driver of change and the best chance we have to give our learners a fighting chance to help us rebuild South Africa. The second one is that, universities, we are very good with critique. We know what's wrong. And oftentimes university professors come online, give analysis when the matric results come, and they say what's wrong with the system. When students fail at university, we say what's wrong and why it is them. We never take ownership. Certainly, many universities say when it comes to the education crisis, there isn't much taking up of ownership. And we, as a university, are saying this problem is our problem too. We accept the students to higher education. It doesn't matter how many distinctions they have. We can see the gaps, particularly depending on which school they come from. Because, truly speaking, personalized learning in basic education is just claimed, but it's never delivered in many schools, except to very few learners who attend elite schools in wealthy suburbs. So many children, many learners come to university underprepared. And so we are saying it is time that we take leadership. We are a leading university in the continent. We've got to lead in this space and show and sort of contribute, make a contribution and ensure that as many learners as possible can have access to quality teaching. The third reason is that, this is the time for us to close the gap between university and basic education. There's this gap that's created and the jump between high school and university is so huge that nobody's asking the question, what happens to that many learners who qualify to university who then drop out? Where are they and what are we doing about them?
Let's talk about them for a moment, Vice-Chancellor, if we could. It's that dropout rate. You took the words out of my mouth. Kids unprepared for what they expect at university. So can we talk about the kind of cohort that you're expecting to sign up for this? Because I understand classes beginning January 2022. The info I have that the online high school was set to open 21 July. That was yesterday. So someone watching now, they want to get involved in this. Perhaps it's a parent, perhaps it's a possible student. How does this work now? Where do they need to go? What do they need to do?
They just have to go to www.uctonlinehighschool.com. They can apply. We already have more than 200 paid up students who did that yesterday, and the numbers are growing, so they should do that as soon as possible. What we're offering is an entirely free online school platform. We are offering an online high school that offers extensive support to every learner by expert teachers and caring support coaches. We're also offering a series of blended learning micro schools, and those are for learners who need physical support. We're offering that to them. And in the future, we're hoping to offer a series of alternative and affordable pathways for learners to achieve tertiary education, bridging programs and other programs that are at university. So if they go to the website, they'll be able to submit an application. We'll respond, and we can take it from there. January, we're starting with grade 8 to 12, with grade 8 to 11. Applications for grade 12 will only take them in 2023.
Okay, so there's a bit of a plan moving forward as well. Vice-Chancellor, in about the last minute I have with you as well, I would imagine that UCT now moving into the secondary education phase as well. In years to come, I imagine the plan is those in the, I'm going to call it the UCT online high school. It could be a fast track into UCT, university itself, and prepare them properly for varsity life, isn't it?
Well, being in the UCT online high school will prepare them for varsity life because they'll be exposed to UCT professors. At times, they will be having assemblies, there'll be fireside chats with them. But it is not an automatic entry into UCT. They still have to qualify. They still have to compete like anyone else. Whether they come to UCT or not, they will not be intimidated by university because they will have a taste of what university is, what the expectations are, and they will have the most fantastic career choices, career advice that any other learner can ever have in this country.
And I appreciate your time and all the very best. I'm sure once we start getting closer to January 2022, we're going to see what Africa's first online high school from UCT looks like. Vice-Chancellor, thank you very much indeed for your time in speaking to us this morning here on eNCA. Always such a pleasure. And we also got the website there. You can go and take a look if you want to as well. UCT's Vice-Chancellor Mamokgethi Phakeng joining us here on eNCA. Now,